1 minute, 1 minute.
Tower of Prayer?
Okay. Welcome everyone to internet culture. Hold up. Alright, cool. I'm ready. Welcome everyone to internet culture. This is the show where we talk about trending topics or interesting stuff going on the internet that people are discussing. Now today, the most interesting thing on the internet, I wasn't even going to talk about this, but the most interesting thing on the internet right now is Putin's arrest. People are out for Putin's arrest. I want to know why people are out for Putin's arrest. What happened? So, this is what I've seen going on, right? So, this is what's going on. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on. I forgot to put the filter and everything on. Okay, cool. All right, we ready. We are discussing, what did Putin do? We are investigating the crimes of Putin. Okay? Alright, okay, cool. The first things first, we need to understand who is trying to arrest Putin. Okay? Let's see. Who's trying to arrest? The ICC. The International Criminal Court. They want to go ahead and arrest Putin. And I was like, what did he do? What happened? Okay, let's see what they're alleging. The claim focus on the unlawful deportation of children from Ukraine to Russia since Moscow's invasion in 2022. So the claim is Putin illegally Am I still on? Hello? Okay. Putin illegally deported Ukrainian children, as it says here. Russia is not on the ICC member. Is not a ICC member. It's not a country member of that court system. So even if you put this international warrant out, right, they are not even a part of your court system. So how would you go about arresting somebody who's not even part of the system of which you're trying to arrest them for? It doesn't make sense. What else? Oh yeah, 123 member states are a part of the ICC. Okay? And one thing I've also read here is the ICC doesn't even have a police task force to go and enforce this. It's relying on its member states to arrest Putin so then they can try him in the ICC court. I'm like, bro, number one, right? How many countries are even in there? There's 123 member states in a part of the ICC court system. Okay, so I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, Mr. Khan also pointed out that nobody thought the what's it called? That I don't know how to say that name. Slobodan Milosevic, the Serbian leader who went to trial for war crimes in Croatia, Bosnia, and Kosovo, I think, in the 1990s, would end up in the Hague face justice. I have no idea. Hague I think is in the Netherlands. That was reading. Those that feel that you can commit a crime in the daytime and sleep well at night should perhaps look at history, Mr. Khan said. Sir Jeffrey Nice, KC, who led the prosecution in the trial of former Serbian President Slobodan Milzofovic said that Warren would change. Oh no, said the warrant would change foreign leaders' view. Foreign leaders view Mr. Putin. I have no idea. It will change the view of foreign leaders. He will remain an alleged criminal until and unless he submits himself for trial or is handed over for trial and acquitted. That seems extremely unlikely. So he will remain an alleged criminal until the end of his life, he told the BBC. Okay. So basically what they're saying here is he hasn't been charged with anything. Right now, they'll have a warrant for his arrest just so they can try him in trial and do the whole investigation and everything. I don't know how the ICC is going to do this because they need the help of other states, and Russia is not just a small country. It's a world leader with nuclear capabilities, and they manufacture their own weaponry. All of these things. How will a court system without the enforcement power take down a world leader? It doesn't make sense. And then the last world leader, as I'll read here, is he hasn't even handed himself in, and he still has a warrant for his arrest, but he's still free. You know? And he said, I read it before, he said here that the warrant is like toilet paper. He doesn't give a damn about this warrant. The warrant can't even be enforced. So I don't understand how the ICC expects to enforce this. You can't enforce this. It's unrealistic. So the next thing is, I need to figure out who are the children he took and where did they go? Okay, who are the children right here? Oh, the alleged abductees include children taken from Ukraine state institutions. The alleged children include children taken from Ukraine state institution in the occupied areas. Children whose parents had sent them to Russian-run summer camps from which they never returned. Children whose parents were arrested by the Russian occupied authorities, and children who were orphaned by the fightings. Oh, so basically, it's orphans and kids in summer camps. Let me read more and get more of a understanding. How many children were taken? Russia has admitted to holding at least 1,400 Ukraine children it describes as orphans, though it said at least 2,000 had traveled to Russia-occupied Russia unaccompanied. Several had traveled to 2,000 had traveled to Russia unaccompanied. In addition, several hundred children from the occupied territories remain in Russia after they attended re-education camps with consent of their parents, but were not returned. So this, I agree, this is wrong. Taking children that were only supposed to be there for summer camps or maybe like activities or whatever there is, or education, you can't take them from one state to another. But if the goal was that there's fighting here, we have to move the children quickly before they get hurt, it's a very complicated situation to be in, right? And most of them are orphaned, so it's difficult. Should you put them in a Russian system, or should you just allow whatever is going on to happen? And I don't like the fact that the media is saying, like, giving this one-sided view. I would like to know what Russian government is saying about this. I want to know why they moved those children. I want to understand what's going on, because it's a very complicated situation. If the children stay, then they are at risk of getting bombed, getting killed, bullets fly, all of this. But allowing countries to displace children without some sort of regulation or consent is very dangerous for the future. I know that America did it before with when they were kicking out all the Latinos from their country. They kept the kids and got rid of the parents. But I thought that was good. That was very, very bad. It wasn't good at all. It was very terrible for the children and for their future and everything. What happened to the orphans? All right, let's see what happens to the orphans. Since the invasion, at least 400 Ukraine orphans have been adopted by Russian families. Okay, that's good. Like, they've been adopted, they found families. Okay, that's good. But there need to be regulatory bodies that are protecting these children's rights, even in these transitions. They need to be, what's it called? They need to be a children's court or children protective services during a war. What happens to the children? What happens during their displacement? You have to, what's it called? You have to notify some governmental body of the displacement of these children, so that if the parents find out, they may be able to get their children back. But I don't think I don't think there is such a thing, but there needs to be. There needs to be like a protective a war what's it called? A WCPS, War Children, what is it called? I don't know what they would call it, but a CPS during times of conflict. Yeah, so it's CPSC. Children's Protective Services in Conflict. CPSC. There needs to be that governmental body. So 400 were taken in by Russian, according to the Ukrainian Regional Center. Okay, according to the Ukrainian Regional Center for Human Rights, which has calculated its figure from statements by the Russian state. Russia has said 1,000 more are waiting to be adopted. Okay, so it seems like the Russian state, the Russian CPS is in contact with the Ukrainian CPS, telling them, look, we have these children, and they're in contact with them, letting them know. So I guess there is some sort of tracking that these parents could do to get back their children, which is good. This is a sticky situation. During times of war, how do you protect people? When bullets are going and flying everywhere, I have no clue. What do you do? It's a very, very sticky situation to be in. Okay. Lova Belarov, the Russian Children's Commissioner has herself adopted a 15-year-old from Mariupol, the southern eastern Ukrainian city that was devastated and occupied by Russian forces. So even Russian state officers, is it state officers? Something like that, are adopting these lost children. I think it's bro, I don't know what to say, because how do you I still don't know what to say about this. You adopt them, being in a safer environment is great, but it's a very sticky situation when you allow conflicting bodies to abduct children from each other, whether it's Russia, Ukraine, whatever. It's very sticky because you don't know what might happen. Okay. But many of these Ukrainian children have living wait. What am I saying? But many of these children have living relatives who are often desperately searching for them. About 90% of Ukrainian children who were living in state care at the time of the invasion were social orphans, meaning they had relatives, but those family members unable to take care those family members were unable to take care of them. I mean, yeah, if those families are unable to take care of them and they were under state care, as long as if the Russian government seeked approval from the Ukrainian state care, I think that's okay because they were under custody of those children. But during times of war, this is a difficult situation. What do you think? Under times of war, how can we make sure children are safe during times of war? Because we've seen war. We heard these stories about schools getting bombed, children's dying, no foods, children's out on the street, all these things. How would we protect them? You know? Where would we put the children? Should we have an agreement between these two conflicting bodies? Be like, okay, they're going to war. We're going to carve out a territory that nobody can get in. And this territory is going to be for children. They can get schooling. They can get food. They can get anything they need to get. So, yeah, that's difficult. This is another thing. What does international law say? The United Nations Prevention of Genocide Convention prohibits forcibly transferring children of the group to another group, and the UN Convention on Children's Rights bans the illicit transfer and non-return of children abroad. So, yeah, I agree with these laws. I agree. Russia's domestic narrative is that it is saving Ukrainian children from the war. Putin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov also said Russia does not recognize the jurisdiction of the ICC. Bro, the ICC, they have zero power. They're just saying things. And if we look at the map, right? The parts in blue, these are the people who are under the international criminal law. It's Canada, it's like Mexico, it's South America, it's bits of Africa, it's basically the whole of Europe, and bits of Asia, Australia, all that. They need these countries, if Putin comes to these countries, they need them to enforce those laws. As soon as Putin lands, they arrest him. But at the same time, I'm seeing that South Africa, Burundi, Gambia, all don't want to be under the ICC anymore. Countries that have announced plans to withdraw from the ICC. Look at these. These are the countries that have announced that they want to withdraw. And it's listen, the ICC, your international warrants don't do anything, don't scare nobody, nobody cares. I'm sorry, but you mean nothing to the people. Okay. What's next? What's next is budget 2023. Right? This budget right here. This is the budget that the Chancellor, Jeremy Hunt, has given to the British people, the UK. This is the UK. No, really not. It's the UK. I didn't want to read all of this, so I asked ChatGPT to summarize everything, you know? So it gave me everything I needed. So basically, what I've read is that they're increasing your allowance. If you work 16 hours a week, they're increasing the allowance of time that you can have children in daycare or some sort of state care, and they will pay for it. They will fund that for you, right? And in September, I don't know if they're actually going to do this, but you will be able to have access to 30 hours. With this, the way they mentioned this with access to 30 hours, I believe that it depends on your circumstances that you're gonna be allowed to be admitted to a 30-hour a funded childcare program, some sort of thing. And then the lifetime pension allowance, they're abolishing that. And then the tax, the annual tax of this allowance has been increased. Wait, what the hell? Tax-free has been increased from 40,000 to 60,000. That's insane. That means that you got that much bigger threshold. And then this one I really don't care about. Like people in the pubs getting like 11p relief. All they're doing is drinking in the pub. You don't need that. That's not mandatory. But at the same time, people have businesses, like small businesses, pubs, clubs, whatever. They need some sort of relief in terms of how much they're being taxed on the alcohol and everything. So it's a strange one, but I don't care about that one. It doesn't affect me because whether I drink or I don't drink, it doesn't. It's not that big of a deal. The work capability assessment for disabled people will be abolished and separated from benefits entitlement, with extra support for disabled people to find work through universal support program. Interesting. It's to me, it's saying that you being disabled will not automatically give you the right to be able to get an allowance or some sort of benefit from the current system. And I think that's okay. That's right. You know, there's some people who claim that they're disabled and they're reaping the benefits, but if you look at them, they still have the capacity to put some sort of work in. And that's what is an issue. Like, they have the capacity to work in, they're not putting it in, they're just like, you know what, I'm just going to claim these sort of benefits and nobody's going to do anything to me. Because in truth, reality, nobody's going to say anything. They're like, all right, we did our job. And I'm sure these people have an incentive to get as many people to sign up to their disability, you know what I'm saying? Disability benefit program, you know, because they get funding for that and they get paid for that, you know. So I think this is okay. When you decide to separate it, you can claim that you're disabled, but it doesn't mean that every disability should be claiming some sort of benefit. You get me? Okay, this one is interesting. An apprenticeship called a returningship will be created for those age 50 and older waiting to return to work. Because of the new living costs and the living standards and everything, people over a certain age will not be able to retire, but will not be able to retire earlier or the way it was before. So now these people, they need to find work, and then for them to find work, they need experience. So these institutions don't have the facilities for these older people. So now having an apprenticeship program, returnship that facilitates for these people is very, very good. It's on the right track to helping people have some money in their pocket while we're going through these trying times. We don't need a boatload of old people out on the streets dying. All these, it's gonna be very, very messy and very, very traumatizing. Imagine walking down the street, you see a dead body and it's some old person. It'll be crazy. Okay. Let's go. Businesses will be able to offset 100% of UK investment against their profits to bring down tax bills. So you will be able to offset 100% of your investment against your tax. That's very good. It's like, so now, does that mean if a business get investment, that investment is not counted as profit, as taxable profit? That means that investment can be allocated to different areas within the business. I think there's more to it than that. There's more to it than that. And small and medium-sized businesses will be able to claim a credit worth £25 for every £100 spent on research and development. What does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean I can get a grant from the government if I'm researching a company that I want to start, or what? Or this is to do with like science, technology and stuff. If they are a small business or small research center that's trying to develop technology, medical stuff, they'll be able to get accredited £27 for every £100 they spent. I don't think 27. You know what? £27 per. Let's do the math section. Okay, let's do the maths, right? Let me calculate. £27, yeah, per week, or is it per day? It's every £100. All right, cool. Let's say. All right, let's just see. I minus it from whatever. Let's times that by 3 weeks, because that's a month. That's £81. So times that by 11. You're only saving, as a small business, you're saving £891 per year. It's basically nothing. It's basically nothing. I mean, you can probably write it off on your tax, I guess. But it's basically nothing. Oh yeah, the defensive spending will rise as will rise extra 11 billion over the next year, with nuclear power being was classed as environmentally suitable to grow investment in the sector. I don't know about that. Nuclear. I think that's most of that is military spending. Most of whatever they're saying there is military spending, because it's a defensive spending. You know? But it is what it is. Here's my thoughts on this bill 2023, right? I believe there'll be a time where that everything will crash and we are going to be the ones to pay all of this back. You know, all these getting credited, tax cuts, everything, trying to bring down the interest rates. We are paying for that. We as taxpayers, we as the people, we are paying for that. And them trying to cushion the blow isn't them trying to cushion the blow. It's us trying to cushion the blow from all of the printing that was done during lockdown or just a bit before lockdown, all that money printing, we are paying for it. And I think there'll be a time where like the reckoning will come where everybody is going to get wiped out, because they're trying to implement a new banking system. This banking system is terrible. You know, they need to stop this fractional reserve banking nonsense, because at the end of the day, no matter if they try to stick with the regulation, whatever, no matter what, banks will still collapse because they only harbor a fraction of what they need. No, of what people need in their banks, and then they are loaning or sending out the rest. So at some point, it will always happen. There'll be a systematic crash, no matter what. Fractional reserve banking will always find a way to crash. Always, no matter what. Let's see what happened to these guys at the Silicon Valley crash. Why did the $212 billion tech lender Silicon Valley Bank abruptly collapse? Okay, right, let's see why. Why the $212 billion tech lender abruptly collapsed, triggering the most significant financial crisis since 2008, has no single answer. Was it, as some argue, the result of the Trump era regulation rollbacks, risk mismanagement at the bank, sharp interest rates rises after a decade, ultra low borrowing costs, or perhaps a combination of all three? I think it's a combination of all three. I think it's a combination of all three, including, not limited to, fractional reserve banking, where you're taking more risk than you have. Let's see what happened. I seen this. The bank didn't have a chief risk officer for some of 2022, so they didn't even have somebody who's managing the risk that they're taking. That's now being looked at by the Federal Reserve, according to reports. SVB, previous crisis risk officer Lauren, left the company in October but stopped performing the role in April. So you had a crisis prevention officer who stopped performing since April, and she was on a payroll. That must mean this was already going to happen. She's seen this happen and she decided to leave before anything was her fault. She tried to warn people and she was like, you know what? I don't want to ruin my career. I'm out. It's not going to be my fault. Which is smart. Early SVB shareholders lawsuits are said to be looking at the key vacancy, especially as the board's risk committee was meeting frequently before the bank collapsed. So they were meeting frequently. So they knew this was happening. That's probably why she left. That's what I'm saying. She saw this happening. She went to speak to the board, and these guys did nothing. They was like, nah, don't worry about it. They was thinking that the US government is going to bail us out. We are too big to fail. But that did not happen. It means perhaps management was hiding something, or didn't want to disclose something, or had disagreement over the risk. Over the risks. Reed Catherine, a lawyer specializing in shareholder lawsuit, to Bloomberg. This isn't greed necessarily. at the bank level. Yeah, this is agreed that they sell the bank. Danny Moses said. Okay, I know. Okay, it's just bad risk management. It was complete and utter bad risk management on part of the SVB. We know it was bad risk management, but how did it get to this point? It means that people were greedy. People were getting, they were making money, and it was like, yo, we don't need to disclose some of this. And if we collapse, the government, the Federal Reserve will come and back us up. You know, will come and back us up. But that's not what's happening. What I'm hearing is that Biden and the Federal Reserve have decided to let SVB just collapse. Nobody's coming to save them. And everyone that has their money in SVB, that money is gone. It's not coming back. It's over. They're not bringing that back. They're not reviving that bank. It's so bad. SVB had benefited from more than a decade of zero money interest rates as billions poured into the bank via tech venture capital looking for some kind of return. So basically, people were investing in this thinking that this SVB bank is going to bring return later on. But what they did with that money, they took too much risk, especially in this economy, too much risk, too much greed, and now they're in trouble. They're shutting down, they collapsed. It put the money into long-term US Treasury bonds, but when interest rates started sharply rising last year and depositors demanded higher returns, the bank was forced to sell some of those bonds at a loss. When news of the so basically, the investors that invested in SVB wanted higher return. They was expecting higher returns on the investment. So these bonds that they put money in, if they left it, I think they would have been okay around this time. But they said they sold it at a loss. They don't have enough assets to back them up when they fall. So there's no cushioning when you fall. And they're thinking the Federal Reserve was going to come save them. But nah, the Federal Reserve, you're on your own. The bank was forced to sell some of the stock. Okay. When news of that hit social media, tech investors panicked, triggering a classic bank run. From the bank run, it took 36 hours for the second biggest bank failure in US history to materialize. So basically, when they heard that they're going to sell all these bonds, the investors was like, this is a dumb idea. Why are you selling all these bonds? They decided it's smart to pull out of their investment. And that's what they did. And what happened with that is they didn't have the funds to help them. They didn't even have enough funds to give a return on the investments. So these shareholders were lost. Before the collapse, investors has been expecting the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates by a quarter or half a percentage point. When the governors meet next week, now central bankers are in a bind. Continue raising rates to tame inflation, still running at 6%, and risk another break in the financial system, or continue tightening money supply. Bro, I'm telling you this right now. I think this current financial system has failed. I believe this is my hypothesis. the fall of 2008, yeah, was just the beginning. I think right now we're really feeling the effects. Before we felt it a little bit. 2008 was it was felt, but the things were still stable. It's like the charts, the crypto markets, when it dips down a little bit, it goes all the way up and then it drops. And I believe that's what's happening right now. What happened is from 2008, it dipped down a little bit and then we went up, and now we're seeing the drop. This is the actual recession, the depression, whatever you want to call it. This is where we actually are in trouble. Okay. And look, this is an honorable mention, right? People are saying every company that Forbes has mentioned in the top 15 companies of a certain year, they've all collapsed. As you can see, FTX, that year, it was in the top 40 or top 100 or top 250 companies, whatever. On Forbes, they collapsed. Every company that is in the top 15, top 100, top whatever in the Forbes list finds a way to collapse the same year. It's so crazy to me. And then what else? And also, this is interesting. One of the most powerful banks in the world is trying to acquire Credit Suisse, which is also another big, gigantic, powerful bank. And I believe with this one, it's like, do you think allowing the banks to monopolize this much is healthy for any system? I think this is scary to me. Like, how is BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, whatever you have it, Vanguard, whatever, have the ability to just hoover up during a recession? They're getting everything on sale these days. They're just hoovering up all of the failed companies, and they are just going to reap the benefits because they are the only ones with the capital to sustain this economy. It's them and drug dealers. Not even drug dealers. Drug dealers or anybody running any type of criminal organization. Drug money is going to be the one to help stabilize the economy. Drug money, criminal money, out of the box acquired money is going to be one to stabilize the world's economy. I know it. They're going to go to these criminals and be like, look, we have no cash. All we have is credit, pretty much, because all we did was fractional reserve banking. If you are a criminal, you run a criminal enterprise, and you're a billionaire, you have the opportunity to own your own bank. You have the opportunity to hoover up so much assets. It's insane. You can just hoover everything up. Companies, assets, gold, whatever, because everybody right now is looking for money and they don't care where it comes from. They don't care. What are we doing? What's this? AI talks. AI talks with Microsoft. I want to read all this. What Microsoft and Google are doing with AI is insane. I'm gonna go into what Google is doing first, and then we're gonna go into viewing what Microsoft is doing. First things first, we put that here. Let's put it here. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Right. Google has created an AI that is going to help administrators, anybody doing some sort of PowerPoint, some sort of counting numbers. And I'm trying to figure out what it is and I can expect from this.
For anything, sheets, slides, they made an update that's going to change the way you work. Number one, it's Google Docs. It can brainstorm, proofread, and rewrite all of your emails for you. Number 2 is Google Slides. It can pretty much completely make a slide presentation for you. Just give it a topic and it'll give you all of the colors and the format and text for everything. Number 3 is Google Sheets. AI can now give you a lot of insights and analysis into your data. It suggests formulas and functions to apply to your stuff, and the auto completion is a godsend. Number 4 is Google Meet. Pretty cool, they give you auto backgrounds, but the coolest thing is that AI now can take notes from your meeting. Not only that, it can summarize what you guys talked about. All that and much more, AI is changing the game.
Mad. AI is changing the game. Google to do that is insane. And plus, it seems like, I think you're gonna have to pay for that level of AI integration in your stuff. But we will see how it goes.
Announcement today. It is crazy. I'm going to show you some demos of what they just launched. So directly in Gmail, you could write out what you want to say and it could generate the entire email message for you. In Google Slides, you can write out what you're looking to present and it can make an entire presentation in just one sentence. This one is really cool, but it can personalize messages for your different clients, like directly in Google Sheets. Take a look. It's super fascinating. This is game-changing for marketing. Google owns a ton of the products that we interact with on a daily basis, and I expect that we'll see AI integrations in pretty much all of them. This announcement from Google comes just days before we're expecting to see GPT-4 released. The AI wars are heating up.
Yeah, the AI wars are heating up. Right now, Google is looking good. From what I've seen, Google is looking excellent. Oh my God. How long was I muted for? Oh my God, how long was I muted for? How long was I muted for? How long was I muted for? I need to know. No.
Oh.
Please don't tell me I was muted a lot. You know, things and not putting it in the criminal will be like, look.
Just give it a topic and it'll give you.
In Google Slides, you can write out what you're looking to present and it can make an entire presentation in just one sentence. This one is really cool, but it can personalize messages for your different clients, like directly in Google Sheets. Take a look. It's super fascinating. This is game-changing for marketing.
Google is looking good. From what I've seen, Google is looking excellent. All right, it was just that bit. Cool. Okay, that's fine. So, from what I understand, Google is looking very, very good in terms of AI. I like the email thing where it will give you you can get the AI. I like getting the fact that you can get the AI to write your emails for you because I'm not a fan of emails. Anybody doing admin who doesn't like emails, who doesn't like spreadsheets and everything, the fact that AI could do it, you just got to give it a prompt. That's excellent. That also means people who haven't grown up with current technology like Microsoft, Word, PowerPoint, all of that, they can easily do it. All they need to do is be trained on how to prompt the AI to do it, rather than them being taking hours to do it. As long as you have all of the data that the AI needs, and then you just train the people to interact with the AI, that's very good. That means people over the age of 70, 60, whatever, can easily get a job in these departments. All right, let's see what's going on with Microsoft.
If you work in any of these jobs, your life is about to change. This is hot off the press. Microsoft just launched their AI for Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Word. This is going to completely change your day-to-day. It's called Copilot. Let's say your morning starts off on a video call with a new client. Your boss says to take notes. Not today, Paul. Whole thing transcribed in OneNote with takeaways sent before you hang up. Coming off the meeting, Paul gives you 2 action items. First, draft a new client proposal and send it to him for review. Proposal, auto-drafted in Word. Email, auto-drafted in Outlook. Whole day's worth of work, done in 5 minutes. Second action item was to make a 10-slide deck.
5 minutes is 5 seconds.
About the new client to share with Paul's boss. Boom, deck generated in the client's color scheme. 3 days worth of work, done in an hour. Now Paul's feeling frisky. He's not quite sure how you're doing it, but he likes it. So he drops this big ol' Excel on you and says, analyze this. And yeah, you guessed it, Copilot will auto-crunch the Excel data and make the report for you. Now after all this, you've only got 1 job left. Don't tell the boomers how you did it.
This is our ultimate list of web.
Wow. Wow. How did I get to this? Oh well. Let's go here. Boom. So, as you can see, AI is taking over the world, taking over everything. No matter what happens, no matter how much we don't like it, artificial intelligence is taking over. But I believe Google has a unique selling point, and that selling point is they have content creators now, so they can use their AI to facilitate storyboards, script writing, all these things for content creators, and they have what's it called? That AI helper that can help them really structure a story if they need help structurizing the story. They have a topic, they have the research. They can be like, okay, I have the topic, I have the research. How do I turn this into a story? This is my story. This is my plan. This is what I want to do with it. How do I do with it? And the AI is going to help them construct it, make the content more interesting. All these things, and that's why AI is going to be very dangerous in the future, and it's going to take over the entire planet. Okay. I had to check if it was on, because if it was off, oh my god, I was gonna cry. Right, the next one is I'm gonna be talking about what should I be talking about? Yeah, here it is. Let's start with this. Next, AI is a very powerful tool. What has the best algorithm? No. AI is a very powerful tool. What app has the best AI algorithm of all the apps? TikTok. We're watching it right now, TikTok. And all of a sudden, I'm seeing a lot of governmental forces want to ban TikTok for its citizens. And that's just interesting to me. You know, why do they want to ban TikTok? I can understand. I understand that they want to ban TikTok on government devices. That's 100% good, because I also believe all data harvesting software, apps, whatever, should be banned on all governmental devices. All of them. Every single one. If it's a software that needs to take location, if it's a software that needs to take the profile of the person, if it's not by the government, it should be banned on government equipment. It should ban 100%, because that means you're in the problem of leaking information that you never thought you was going to leak. And it should be sensitive information. All government devices need to remove all sorts of data harvesting software. That includes Facebook, Twitter, Google, YouTube, everything, Bing, whatever. Remove it. unless they have specified, they have a governmental contract. They have a contract with the government. Unless they have that, don't do it. They should be banned. Ban them all. And I mean specific contracts where government devices are using a different server than the public. Whole different server. But we'll see.
So this entire thing about banning TikTok was orchestrated by Meta. It was extremely easy to tell. Meta orchestrated the entire thing. They basically used like a Cambridge...
Oh, yeah. Okay. Look. With this story is about how Meta came together with another company. I think it's GOP. I forgot the abbreviation. To launch a campaign towards political figures. They lobbied them. They convinced them to go ahead and ban TikTok as it is bad for society, for children, for everything. Let's see what the explanation is.
So this entire thing about banning TikTok was orchestrated by Meta. It was extremely easy to tell. Meta orchestrated the entire thing. They basically used like a Cambridge Analytica type firm on politicians to lobby them to ban TikTok. Ban their competition because they can't compete. But I don't think people realize nobody wants to run back to Meta. Like, people are not clamoring for Reels or YouTube Shorts. Nothing like that. And I don't think the politicians realize just how much the economy is going to collapse. Between this and the SVB collapse, people don't realize just how much the internet and businesses that are run on the internet are on the cliff's edge. Like, let me ask you something. Say you're searching for a restaurant on the internet. Do you search for just a hit of the restaurant? Or do you search for something more experiential that will tell you about the place that you want to go? Like, people are not...
That's true. I look at the stars when I'm on Just Eat, not Just Eat, Uber Eats. I look at the reviews, how many stars it got, you know, is it good, whatever. I look at everything. But with TikTok now, I'm not gonna lie, TikTok is very powerful. TikTok now, not only do you get the restaurant, you get people talking about the experience at the restaurant, talking about how the employees treated them, talking about all these things. And I'm not even gonna lie, I was sick one day, yeah? I went on Google, but I was lazy. I was like, Google, it's just too much reading, too much, whatever. I went on TikTok. It told like, I was listening to the experience of the people, what my issue was. I had a pain on the side of my rib. It was what's it called? They said it was acid reflux. And I was like, oh yeah, this is what happened to me. Oh yeah, it means like there's too much acid within your system. You need to eat these sorts of food and it will calm down. I was like, thank you. But with Google, it's telling me I'm gonna die. I may have cancer. I should have, bro. With them, of course, I had to look deeper to find somebody with my issue, but it gave me what I needed to know very quickly. And I'm not saying that people should do that. I'm not saying that it's right, but I got the answers that I needed very quickly using the search engine.
People are not going back to listicles and sponsored search results on Google. Those restaurants, those businesses are just gonna fade away. I don't think they thought about that.
Yeah. The evolution of the internet. Once these tools are out there, you cannot reverse it. TikTok is out here. You can't reverse it. People will just use a VPN to get on TikTok. Look at Russia. Yeah, I'm seeing Russian creators, they just use a VPN to get on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, all these things.
So this entire thing about banning TikTok was orchestrated by Meta. It was extremely easy to tell. Meta...
I highly recommend you go back and watch her whole video, but basically what she's talking about is how Facebook orchestrated the banning of TikTok so that they can basically move everyone over to Instagram and TikTok because TikTok's taking too many people. Every social platform has its base. Everyone can use it, but there is a core base. Facebook is boomers and
yeah, but that's the thing. I'm looking at Meta. They had a great base. They had everything riding for them. But the thing is, they their audience, they basically marginalize them. They just like, all right, we don't care, we're gonna have these features now. Instagram was a picture app for pictures, for photographers, but you just got rid of them. And then after you got rid of them, you just spam them with sponsored posts. And it's like, why? So much advertising, like you're stealing concepts and ideas from other apps and you're just cramming them. And it's kind of like, why are people on Instagram? People on Instagram to show off, to be honest. Legit. Instagram is just to show off. TikTok seems more natural because all people are doing is giving ideas. TikTok is like the Twitter, but it's actually the people. You can connect with the people. You can look in people's eyes and be like, you're wrong. You're talking absolute was out your butt. And I believe soon, it won't be comments anymore. You're going to be replying to people's TikToks with your face. So no more people hiding behind a mask and typing hateful stuff. You actually have to show your face and be like, and say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be accountable for your actions if you're on social media. You can't just hide behind like, oh, no face, anonymous. No, you have to actually show your face. I believe that's the future. Look, they're already doing video replies now on TikTok. And that's like the quote tweets, you know? Right now it's like the quote tweets. But pretty soon it's going to be video replies. I'm going to go to the comment section. I'm going to see a bunch of videos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Family stuff. Instagram is like millennials and small businesses. Snapchat is for youth, like teenagers, and really creepy old men. Twitter is just for anyone who's looking to bitch about something. TikTok's the only one that arguably has a variety of bases.
True.
Due to how intense and independent their algorithm is. These larger and more bitter companies like Facebook think people are just going to migrate over to Facebook Reels. Banning TikTok realistically only has a process of harming them further.
Facts. It's just going to harm you. It's not going to help you. Banning TikTok is not going to help you. All that's going to do is going to raise the, what's it called? Raise the profits of VPN companies. Companies that have VPNs, people that want to jailbreak their phones to be able to get these apps. All you're going to do is going to push people outside of the current system and regulation, or the current regulatory system. And since TikTok is banned, it's not going to be regulated by the US government. They can do whatever the hell they want because it's not them. It's going to be the people that are choosing them, you know? So you can't say, oh, TikTok is harvesting all the data. Well, they're banned in your country. The citizen knows it's banned in your country. So now if I take the data, you can't prosecute me because it's not available in your country. It's not for your citizens. And they decided to go on there. So
the House has approved the bill that would give the president the ability to ban TikTok. What's interesting about this are the rumors circulating about why. Here's the quick rundown. For the past few years, we have witnessed Google/YouTube, Instagram/Facebook/Meta fight for their lives to compete with TikTok. So now...
That's true. I've been seeing... No. Facebook... Facebook, Instagram... fighting for their life, bro. They thought Instagram could compete. Nah, TikTok is too much of a big force. The algorithm is too sophisticated. I don't really like having a AI that can read me like that, but it's so good.
Facebook is pulling out the big guns. Facebook hired a company to do a calculated smear campaign against TikTok. The idea was to plant negative ideas of TikTok in the minds of political leaders. The name of the company is Target Victory, and they contracted with...
See, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. This is scary to me because this was done during an election. Remember when it was like, oh, Trump cheated, he hired Cambridge Analytica, this and that. Now, big tech is targeting politicians, right? They have data on us. Imagine the data they have on those politicians. They're giving them money, they're lobbying them, this and that. They're harboring so much on these politicians that is scary. They could get these politicians to do anything they want, which is insane to me. Well, this is scary times. Scary times.
Dozens of PR firms across the US to sway public opinion against TikTok. They planted stories casting TikTok as a threat to children and pushing to draw political reporters and local politicians into helping them take down their biggest competitor, aka TikTok, paying special attention to target key congressional districts. And I know what you're thinking. It doesn't seem right that a for-profit company can hire another company with the sole intention of targeting our political leaders. That's what I was thinking. I was like, well, let me go to Targeted Victory's website and see what they have to say for themselves. But once I went to their site, I found that this is just literally what they do. A marketing company that specializes in political campaigns.
You see? There needs to be regulation against this stuff from happening. We've seen it happen before. Everybody was in uproar. Everybody. But we have done nothing. Nothing at all. Insane.
Now, what's interesting about this is that typically when you think about marketing campaigns and political campaigns, you think about a politician, for example, hiring a company like this in order to get their message out to the people. But what's happening with Meta is not that. Meta hired this company in order to get Meta's message out to politicians under the guise of true journalism. For example, there was this challenge called the Devious Licks Challenge, which showed students vandalizing school property. So Targeted Victory planted articles in the media amplifying this Devious Licks Challenge and boosted the videos themselves of the challenge, which ultimately led a senator to write a letter to call TikTok to testify in court. But according to an investigation, the Devious Licks Challenge was initially spread on Facebook, not TikTok. And they did the same thing with the Slap a Teacher Challenge. No such challenge existed on TikTok. So here we are. We're inching closer to the day where we see that it's possible for Meta to literally obliterate their biggest competition by means of propaganda and subconsciously planted political influence.
Yeah, that's scary. I can plant political ideology within you. I can make you do whatever I want you to do. That's insane. There needs to be regulation against these companies doing this. It's just crazy.
Plain and simple. Now, I know a lot of people are going to hear that statement and be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Let's break the numbers down and let's look at the reality of the situation. When you look at Twitter selling for $44 billion, something like 300 to 400 million monthly users, which we all know that's a highly inflated fucking number, but okay, whatever. No real revenue, no significant revenue to speak of, no roadmap to profitability, and it sold for $44 billion. TikTok is on track to hit 830 million monthly active users this year. They are profitable. They have a very good revenue model. They have a path to profitability. They're kind of the hottest shit on the planet right now.
Listen, the way TikTok's going is taking over social media, right? It's taking over on-demand content, whatever you call it, TV, whatever. It's taking over Amazon. It's gonna be Amazon because it has TikTok Shop. And if under the video, if I create an AI now, right, every time someone posts a video, instead of giving them an ad, I give them a link to find the clothes that person is wearing, and then I give the creator commission on those. I'm winning. I will be making so much money, it'll be ridiculous. I'll be able to partner with exclusive brands. I'll be able to partner with small brands. I'll be able to partner and giving people the ability to make their shop, yeah? Just like they run ads on these on YouTube, on these channels. Run their shops and specifically target these types of content, certain types of content that will have these types of people and everything that are looking for something similar to whatever you're selling. There'll be so much money in that, so much money
right now in terms of social media. If we just look at those two and we say, okay, just going real strict numbers by users, is TikTok worth double what Twitter was? Abso-fucking-lutely. I can make that statement unequivocally with no hesitation. Twitter is...
especially because of where it's going. It quadruples Twitter. Twitter has no... Yeah, he's right. Twitter has no real roadmap to profitability. If Twitter had a shop, right? A shop section that people can sell commerce and everything, it may win. It actually may win. I see if Twitter had a shop, it might be able to do it. But TikTok has just done it better.
TikTok is very easily worth double what Twitter was. Well, if Twitter sold for $44 billion and TikTok's worth double, that's $88 billion. Let's, for the sake of argument, call it 75 to 100 billion. Now, on paper, Facebook could, on paper, afford that. They have the money. They could conceivably come up with that money and buy it. But what does that mean? Because Facebook has already stumbled with their metaverse bullshit and lost how many billions of dollars over that.
It's fact.
And already there's questions about whether or not they know what the fuck they're doing.
They don't.
They're already going balls deep into Web3 and decentralized federated networks and all that stuff, and that's their new direction that they're running to. If Zuckerberg was to turn around and cough up 75 to 100 billion dollars for TikTok, abandoning this new strategy, it would tank the fucking company. Plain and simple. It would be a sign that they no longer have a plan and no longer know what the fuck they're doing, and they're just chasing whatever trend they can.
Investors would not like that. Investors will start pulling out. Shareholders will be like, what the hell?
Trying to remain relevant. And that will send investors running. They cannot afford to do it. Even if on paper they could afford to raise the money, they cannot afford to go all in on a third strategy in less than 6 months. It's just not going to fucking work. Now, could they throw in $20 billion with some other companies and like come up with a basket of investors like Microsoft and Apple and Facebook and Google and maybe a couple others, and I'll throw in 10, 15 billion, 20 billion each and come up with the money? Abso-fucking-lutely. But Facebook doing that all on their own, that would not fucking work. That would not play.
I mean, probably it will, but they see each other as competition, so they'll never come together like that. And I don't see it. I don't see it happening.
And not wait until TikTok gets banned, because if the revolution ever comes.
Now, listen. I heard rumors about the TikTok ban where what's it called? I heard rumors about the TikTok ban where governmental bodies were trying to force Chinese shareholders to sell their shares. And that to me rubbed me the wrong way. As someone who's gotten into investing and investing a little bit, I don't want to be forced to give up on my investment, even because I know what TikTok is. If I'm in TikTok as an investor or a shareholder or whatever, and you're trying to force me out, I was there in the beginning of it. I'm the one who believed in this, and it's now become this big thing. And now you're trying to force me out so you can come in and control it, regulate it, and mess whatever's going on. And I'm like, stop. You're trying to derail the ship. The ship is on course. The ship is delivering everything on time, right? Every delivery is being done. What? And you are here trying to derail it. You're like, oh, you guys have this app. Too many people too many people are on it for too long, this and that. It's not good, it's not safe, it's this. Just chill. Just stop. Just stop. Let me let whatever plan that was made for this app continue because it's working. I trust this person. That's why I put money in this person. And a government having the ability to force you to sell shares is very wrong, and it's acting in bad faith. That country is acting in bad faith. I seen what happened to the Russian oligarchs. All their assets being seized, their bank accounts frozen, everything gone. That was a terrible thing. That's not good, because that money was not the bank's. It was theirs, but they couldn't afford to give them back, so they froze it and they kept it. And now look, the Russian economy is going up, and these Western companies haven't stopped working with these Russian companies. I think it's just stupid what the government is doing. It's so stupid.
You should leave Instagram and Facebook and not wait until TikTok gets banned. Because if the revolution ever comes, do you really think at this point in time it's going to be fought on a physical battleground?
No.
Do we have the physical ability to fight back the US government and the military?
Yes.
No, it's going to be fought on other arenas. Like the fact that the elite are so concerned about banning TikTok because TikTok is eating into their revenue for all the major tech stocks should let you know what language they actually speak. Also, like, you gotta love yourself enough to not be going on those awful platforms anymore. What are you still doing on Instagram? It's so awful for people's self-esteem. And you're still checking up on your friends. If your friends checked or liked your Instagram post, they didn't.
Damn. No, the issue is Facebook had 10, not Facebook. Yeah, Facebook and Instagram, yeah, Meta basically, had 10 plus years to fix the issues with Instagram. The original founders of Instagram wanted to fix those issues, but Mark Zuckerberg didn't care. And now he's reaping what he's sown. He didn't care about their creators. He didn't care about whether or not the content that was being pushed was bad for the users. He didn't care. And now he's in trouble. That everybody's leaving because TikTok is much better mentally than Instagram. Yeah, than Instagram. Does it have its problems? Yes, it has its problem. But every social media has its problem. But if you're comparing the two, Instagram, Facebook's better. But if you're comparing all of them, for your mental health, YouTube is 100% better.
Zuckerberg, you are a sneaky little snake. I'm about to give you guys the scoop on what this entire TikTok ban is about. By now, you know, Zuckerberg and the Meta team hired a PR firm called Targeted Victory to do a PR smear on TikTok.
Okay.
Now we have a situation where TikTok is facing a ban to where we all can't tell our stories and we can't solve chicken gate and we can't do things like process emotions and diagnose ailments. All right, but it all is really boiling down to this one thing. It's so simple. It is this right here. If you don't own a business, then you probably don't know what that is, but that is called a metapixel. A metapixel is a piece of code that is put in onto people's websites, whether it's a clothing store, an online retail, a bank. It's put onto anyone's website. And what it does is that code tracks your activities from when you go onto the website. Then if you go back onto Facebook or Instagram, that pixel says, hey, you've been on this website before, and it signals the algorithm.
Oh, okay. So okay, the metapixel code, it works with cookies, right? So when you go on a website, it says accept all cookies or whatever. That's what you're accepting, them tracking you on that website, right? Okay. So what that code is doing is talking to your web browser and telling that metapixel code that's hoovering up your data, which websites you've been on, what items you clicked on, this and that. It's just tracking you. And that all of that is being fed to Facebook, to the Facebook server or Meta servers, and then they're vomiting out things that you like. So they are selling that code to advertisers. So the advertisers are gonna know what you like, because it's not just on Facebook what you click on, or Instagram what you click on. It's on Instagram, Facebook, on e-commerce websites. Any website that is advertising on Meta, on any Meta platform, has that code. You are the commodity that they're selling. Because of TikTok is hoovering up everybody, Facebook is no longer profitable. That code will no longer be profitable because they're not going on Facebook.
Of Facebook or Instagram to go back to you and show you things that you were looking at buying. So ad dollars that are being spent by, we'll use the example that happened to me the other day. These earrings, they're just cute little earrings. I found them on Wolf and Badger, but I saw somebody with them and I liked them, so I went on wolfandbadger.com and I was going to buy these stupid earrings. And I didn't buy them right away because I like to think about things before I hit the purchase button, you know, the economy. And I then had to go, I only have Facebook on my computer because I was actually had it on there for another reason. I don't have it on my phone. So then I noticed the next week, maybe I got on Facebook, and what do you know? Those Wolf and Badger earrings were popping right up on my targeted ads. Why is that? Well, you guessed it. The metapixel. That metapixel that is embedded on Wolf and Badger's website then says she hasn't bought our earrings yet, so we need, as Facebook or Instagram, it happens, you know, both in the same.
We need to
tell her, come back and buy these earrings. And if you don't buy the earrings, next time you get onto our platform, I'm going to tell you to buy them again. There are currently over 50 class action lawsuits against Facebook, Meta, Facebook and Instagram combined over this metapixel. They are privacy violation lawsuits. Are you shocked by that? So Facebook is making money from businesses, banks, hospitals, retail clothing stores. They could even make money off of like a lawyer like me. So I do trademark litigation or trademark work, and I work with people all across the country. So if I was launching a specific thing, maybe I added a digital product in my transactional practice, then I could say, do an ad on Facebook and put a metapixel on my website, and that way anybody that was looking for a trademark and maybe got to my website organically, I could pay Facebook in advertising to use that metapixel and target those people continuously.
Yeah.
So yes, there is advertising on TikTok, but there is not this giant conglomerate like Meta that has metapixels put onto everything that you're searching online. And this comes down to every business. I know in the United States, just about every business that is doing any kind of advertising on Facebook, on Meta, they have this metapixel. So that's what we're looking at here. This just boils down to money. You are a commodity. Your viewership and your time is a commodity. So if people have moved off of Meta, their commodity is devalued. This is all about that metapixel. So I know if you're over on this.
So Meta, Google, everything. They don't like this
platform. It's probably because we know this is where the cool fun kids are. And this whole entire TikTok ban is about the money. All of these companies, all of these corporations, we're talking every hospital and bank, every company that you see is in some way, most likely has paid to advertise in some way with Meta. So this is all about fear. This faulty look at this is about data and privacy. Your data and privacy is being raked over the coals by Meta. And if you don't believe me, go shop for some earrings and don't buy them. Go on Facebook and see if it tells you to buy them.
Okay.
And yes.
Yeah, that's true. But every social media app is taking your data. It's not just Facebook. It's not just Google. It's not just TikTok. It's every single one. Every single website is taking your data. Every single one is asking you to, accept these cookies, your cookies, this and that. Every single one. The next story is, wait, let me see.
Every politician you know, doesn't matter if it's a Democrat, a Republican, independent, whatever the fuck the categories are these days, that has signed their name on the bill to ban TikTok, has accepted campaign funds from either Google or Mark Zuckerberg.
That's true.
I don't think politicians understand that the largest population on TikTok is Gen Z. The largest voting population in the next 10 years will be Gen Z and millennials. If you sign your name on the bill to ban TikTok, politicians, we will all know then that A, you can be bribed, and B, we need to vote you out of office. Again, regardless of your party.
That's so funny, bro. She's put all these epic sounds behind it, and she's like, yeah, I'm writing out. This is a digital revolution. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think TikTok should be banned. But I'm not gonna go on a revolution. Come on, bro. Like, it's true. They are still stealing data. Everybody's stealing data. I think we need to have data reform acts, you know?
We do not care. The blind items also confirm the fact that every politician who is signing this bill to ban TikTok has, does, and will continue to accept bribes. So vote them out, all of them.
It's not bribes, it's lobbying. What's the difference between bribing someone and lobbying someone? I don't see the difference in that. Or they were lobbied by the oil companies to do this. Or they were lobbied by the health industry to do this. Or they were lobbied by big tech to do this. What is the difference between bribing and lobbying? I don't see the difference. You're still getting money. You're still being asked to do something. So I don't know how bribing is illegal, but lobbying is illegal. Is it because there's a middleman? When you're talking about lobbying, there's a middleman there. He can get money and the government itself gets some sort of compensation out of it. So what is the difference? That's what I want to know. I don't see a difference. And then the final story is a TikTok story. This is a sad story where these children were out just dancing to Selena Gomez, and then all of a sudden they went missing. They got abducted by the morality police, I think. Yeah.
What's wrong with this TikTok? Absolutely nothing, but authorities in Iran don't see it that way. Police are hunting the 5 women seen dancing to Selena Gomez without headscarves, something that goes against Iran's strict laws. It's being seen as an act of defiance.
No, to be honest, right? Yes, you need to have some sort of rules in the society, but I don't think you need to force people to wear something they don't have to wear. Like, even God didn't force people to wear a headscarf. I don't think forcing people to wear a headscarf is right. And what those children were doing wasn't even bad. All you cared about was they're not wearing a headscarf, they're showing their hair, this and that. I think showing hair is okay. Like, it's okay. If you get hot and bothered over people showing hair, that's a you problem. That's not a them problem. And, you know, speaking of beef with people, like they're beefing the government now. We're talking about beef and algorithms and Twitch. QTciderrella hosted an award show called the Streamer Awards. She was celebrating all the top streamers of that year, which is Cenat, Hassan Abi, etc., etc. After that, there was an incident between QTciderrella and Minx. And this is what we're going to find out now. What happened between QTciderrella and Minx?
really sad. It's a personal thing for me. That was what the after party was supposed to be. I know how I'm going to fix it next year. Whatever. It's going to be great. I'll fix it. That's not the problem. But then something that's very personal that I'm not trying to create any unnecessary drama here, but Minx attended the after party and got kicked out and inevitably got the party shut down because it was in a residential neighborhood. And I want to unpack some things here. I personally, and I don't want this to become a rag on Minx segment. It's not going to be that. I have personally done everything in my ability to help this woman. I have tried everything. She has been my friend for years up until a point last year when she had pushed me past my boundaries.
Right, let me see.
I had to a point last year when it has been my friend for years up until a point last year when she had pushed me past my boundaries where I had to say, hey, like, this is too much for me. This is unhealthy for me. You are destructive to me. And so I had to walk away, but I have tried everything. I've spent time, money. I've tried everything.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Barat wanted to say hi.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Trying. I think if you've watched my content, you've seen Minx and I used to be very close, and now I've separated myself from her completely. However, this is a person that I did used to care about, even though I do feel as though I've lost her. I don't recognize her anymore as a human. Not like as a human, but I'm saying like she's not the same person when I talk to her. I do not know what happened, and I am someone that suffers from mental health issues. I am not kidding you when I say I've tried to do everything. And anyway, she reaches out to me out of the blue a few weeks ago, and brings up streamer awards. And
I mean, that's tough though, hearing this about, like, this is somebody who you were close to. I'm not gonna lie, QTciderrella, I think a couple of years ago, or especially during lockdown, they got really, really, really close. They got really, really close. They were inseparable. They had like a podcast, QT, Maya, and Minx. I remember that, and I forgot. Like, they were just talking about a whole bunch of wild stuff. And then all of a sudden, for some reason, I haven't really checked in on them anyway. But they weren't really together. And it's shocking to see, like, yo, they were really close and now they're not.
And I have a moment where I think, you know what, this is again.
And that's another question. Like, at what point do you have to look at someone and be like, look, I've tried everything. I've given it my all. I've just got to let you go.
Person I really have cared about for so many years. I'm going to give her another chance. And I said, Minx, because she told me she bought tickets for the balcony. I said, Minx, you can come sit on the floor with all the other streamers. You have to promise me one thing. And she was like, what? Anything. And I said, do not drink. Be completely sober. You need to promise me this. Like, promise me. And she was like, I promise I'll do anything. I was like, great. And like, I was like, genuinely, like, I will show you the messages multiple times. Me just saying, I'm not kidding. Promise me. And I promise. I said, completely sober. I promise. Like, she promised me over and over again. Anyway, I get to the party. She's wasted. She is getting escorted out by security because she's trying to throw heaters into the pool. And then.
Which is bad.
Is a bad thing. Yeah.
Heaters?
The big propane.
The big gas heaters, like the ones that are like 7 feet, 8 feet
She's
tall.
trying to put those in the pool. I heard she was trying to throw Saikuno in the pool.
Yeah, and people she was trying to run in the pool.
Is a bad thing.
Also
bad.
Also bad.
And so
I mean, don't heat it in the pool. She's trying to do a hot tub. Make a big hot tub that electrocutes people, but it's a hot tub.
So I'm being told that like security's handling it, and I'm like, you know what? I have to deal with this other problem, so hopefully security handles it. Apparently, upon walking her out, she went limp with the intention of making it harder to kick her out. Dead body weight is much harder to that. And in doing so, then
tactical.
Tactical. Some other stuff happens. All of a sudden, she's just laying on the ground, limp, and no longer cooperating and getting removed from the party. Now, her friend that is with her is very concerned. Obviously, now I'm getting concerned because this is someone's safety. And we're trying to figure out, does she need an Uber home? Does she need an Uber to an emergency room? What should we do? By the time I get called out there, they're telling me the party needs to be shut down because since she's in the front yard, neighbors are starting to come out because it's causing a scene. And I'm saying, you know, I make sure she's okay, but also like, I don't know what's going on. Her friend, unbeknownst to me, called 911. So then in this residential neighborhood, a fire truck comes pulling out, an ambulance, police cars, and they have to close the party. So by 11 o'clock, my after party that I spent thousands of dollars on to celebrate my friends is closed down. The thing that I wanted to do to finally relax and thank these people for coming and just like kind of celebrate this thing that we all just did together is closed down. And I genuinely don't want people to think that like I'm complaining about money over someone's health. It's just the sad, like the disappointment I have in somebody who promised me better and then
delivered the worst.
Ruined my night after everything that I have done for everybody, and what I've done for them specifically was very sad. This is the behind the scenes on why a bunch of people today are like quote retweeting that I've unfollowed her on Twitter. This sounds dramatic, but I can't have someone like that in my life. I've tried everything. She is blocked on every platform I have. I am no longer interested in having contact with this person or taking chances with this person because I've done everything. I've done everything. I can't do it anymore. So, you know, I don't know how to help someone who doesn't want to be helped. What do you do?
Good question. Well, I left the party right before that happened.
Yeah.
It was very
True.
late.
Okay. Looking at this, yes, you can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. This is a question like, let's say you have a family member that really, really needs help. Yeah. And they just don't seem like they want help. I think at some point you got to look at it and be like, look, I can't do anything for them no more. There's nothing I can do. I feel like when it comes to the point where it's damaging you and it's hurting you and it's bringing pain to you, that's when you should give up. But when it comes to the point where it's like they're at the beginning stages, you can do everything you can, but do not let it damage you. You are the most important person in that situation. And if you go down, then nobody's going to help either of you. So, yeah. That's the issue. That's the issue. Well, now I'm going to just close everything. And then I'm going to go on FIFA or something. Go see FIFA. Yeah, I wrote notes. For this. I'm just going to play FIFA. I don't care. FIFA. Can I just do it from my phone? I don't even know where my phone is. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna play some FIFA. FIFA. I'm wish I had. What we doing? Yeah, I'm going on Twitch. Upgrading. We are going on Twitch. Oh, right. That's how it's done. Something went wrong. EA. What the hell? Look. Let's run FIFA. Run it. What the flip? Bro, I'm logged in. It's legit. Cannot connect to... Alright, let me close this. Let me pause this. Let me go to the library. Do not do this to me. What? Bro, this is why PC is so difficult, bro. I don't understand what's going on. I just have to wait. I hope I don't lag. Come on, don't make me lag. I pray for no lag. Let me go task managing. CPU's 40, memory 30, disk, okay. Performance. Let's see how it goes then. Let's get it. Synchronizing. 16 hours will go. All right, cool. We here, man. We are here. Look, I've been losing. I don't know why I've been losing. I'm not a top class player, but I'm a top class player, bro. Why you been losing? Why I been losing? I have no clue, bro. Ooh, why can't? That's bad. Damn, nice goalkeeping. They're good. All right, let's see how we can do this.
Well, this wonderful city offers the visitors so much, including football. Barcelona, of course. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And with kick-off just moments away, we really should be in for a magnificent occasion. It's Barcelona against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, I just hope they can show signs of improvement today, because up to this point, they've been poor. They need to get a result here, otherwise it's going to be a difficult campaign for them.
Come on.
Hakimi. Messi.
Oh, why am I lagging?
Well, this is what we think for Barcelona. Oh, big moment here, Derek.
Offside, obviously.
To be crystal clear. Verratti. Sanchez.
Oh my God, bro, this lag is annoying me. How did he get that? What the hell? This lag is insane. Oh my god. There we go. Smoother, but not the best. Ish, 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 ish. Why are you passing? Oh my god, you're such an idiot. Why is the bro, the lag is pissing me off. But I can still win with lag. Why?
Not getting anxious when they have the ball. Chance to play it in. Well, goal kick, just as it was looking promising.
Bro, I can't move. Oh my god. I really couldn't move. Nah, if he's... Oh my god. Bro, this is why I don't like FIFA 23. This is not fair, man. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. If he scored that, I would just quit. It's over. It's over. I'm gone. I'm gone. Got it. Offside?
But no, it's not going to be an opportunity because the flag is up.
Why am I lagging so much? Which region is this guy in? I shouldn't be lagging like this.
An encouraging move from Barca.
If the stream is okay, then... Oh, shoot. Bro, I couldn't even... Bro, why? I don't like... Come on, let's go. Oh my god, he got lucky with that one. Bro, I don't like lagging like this. This is why I don't play FIFA on stream. For some reason, look at this disgusting lag. For some reason, yeah, on FIFA 23, when you lag, you can't move. You just can't move. Look, I can't move. Oh my god. Yep. Oh, yep. Why is he still moving like that? There we go. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. What? Shoot! This is disgusting, bro. Why couldn't I move? Now he's scoring. This is not fair, bro. I couldn't move. I couldn't even shoot the ball. Bro, I hate this, bro. Bro, I hate this game, bro. I'll play anyone and you'll see I'm not a bad player. Like, I don't know what's been going on. I've recently been getting into games. Look at this. I can't even... Bro, I passed it before. Look. Bitch. Why are you going forward? Stay back. Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. I'm 4-0 down. This is fun. I'm a high division player, but I'm losing games now. So sad. I can't move. Cool. I can't move. Nice. I don't want to be part of these games. I'm thinking about going offline now. Cause bro, I'm gonna play career mode. This is terrible. Oh, I can't move. I can't move. I can't move. I can't move. Oh God. Congratulations, bro. I couldn't move, bro. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I couldn't move. Congratulations, bro. Take your wins. Take your wins. I don't win. Now let's just carry on, bro. You win, bro. Wow, I can't move. Oh God. This is the best game of my life. I'm enjoying myself. Life is really good down here, fam. I can't move.
And the ball with Christensen. Ronald Araujo. Christensen. Kunde. Possession lost. Intercept.
Why? Turn! Pass! Oh my God, I can't. Look, why? When I don't have the ball, bro, I really feel like in FIFA people be cheating, because how come me, yeah, I'm having trouble. This guy, he's just able to pass it. Me, I can't even switch the ball. Look, I'm switching player. I'm trying to switch player, but no. I'm trying to switch player, but no. I'm trying to switch player, but no. I can't switch player. I cannot switch player. Bro, I'm not even moving, bro. 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 I'm not even moving. I'm not even moving. And I can't switch. Great. I can't even... Bro, what the flip, fam? Yeah, I'm not even playing. I'm not even playing. I can't even play. This is great. It's not even me. Who has control of my This is sad, bro. This is sad. Oh my God. I can't move. Yeah, this is life, isn't it? This is what FIFA is. This guy passing the ball around. You can't move. The computer's not letting you play. This life is great. Oh, there we go. Now I can move. But it's too late now. It's too late. Alright. Ah, okay now. Now, wait. Nah. It's too late. This guy won, bro.
Now Busquets. Jules Koundé on the ball. Just 20 minutes remaining now. Christensen.
It's too late. And now I've lost control again. Bloody hell! Where are you running? I can't even. Nah, this game is so bad. I hate FIFA. I hate FIFA. I'm 5-0 down because I couldn't defend. What are you doing?
Now we're inside the final 15 minutes.
Bro, this is terrible.
Sergio Busquets. An unforced error.
I'm gonna get 1 goal back.
Neymar. And he cuts in from the wing.
Bro. Oh, I can't move again. Oh, cool. Anytime I try and score, I can't move. I thought it was me. Nah, I can't move. There we go.
Good pressure high up the pitch. Will he find the net? Oh, that's a fine save.
I have no choice, bro. I'm out. You won, my boy. You win. I'm gonna have to figure out how I can play FIFA without. Yeah, that lag was just terrible. I quit, man. 5-0 down. Terrible lag. Thanks for coming into Internet Culture and joining me, your host, Rich. Man, it's been a crazy one, but stay up, guys. We got a lot to do, a lot to learn. Yeah, I'm gonna see you guys